Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Game 2 of this exciting PMA LCS matchup, the OTP versus PAW Patrol. PAW Patrol coming out victorious on Game 1, and we're going to get right into this pick ban right here, right now, happening live in front of your faces. Let me go check the MVP poll real quick, so I can go ahead and see who it's. Oh wow, it looks like it is currently tied for StarCraft and Purple Psycho Dog. So if anyone in chat can break that tie for us, it would be very much appreciated. And if that is not broken within the next 30 seconds, we will officially call Game 1 MVP to be a tie between StarCraft and Purple Psycho Dog. That being said, back to this draft. OTP starting out on blue side right now, dropping the same bans as last game. In fact, same bans all around being dropped. The only difference is the Alistar ban coming out from PAW Patrol here. Really helps take away the first pick Alistar option for Slaga here, as that's a real power pick for them. OTP choosing to prioritize that Hecarim first pick, though.
The real question is the Hecarim, is he going to go conquer this game again with Smiting Ignite? Because that was spicy, but I don't think he had as big impact as you would have gone Ghost, in my opinion.
I agree. Now, I definitely do not think he did poorly that game.
No.
At all. And I gotta say, if I'm playing Hecarim right now, I think the only thing I'm doing is switching to Ghost, especially Conquer Hecarim, in my opinion, is just the superior Hecarim right now. Predator has always been a spicy rune, and Predator's still kind of flying under the radar as a really decent catch-all rune to just really help with your ganking in the early game in general, because a lot of the jungle runes now, Electrocute, so a lot of runes that are commonly taken on junglers in general are looking a little weaker right now, and so Predator in certain circumstances has been stepping up to fill that lack of a jungle rune and just help with some consistent impact in the early game. But that being said,
yeah, but not only that, I mean, just I was just mainly talking about the Ghost, having the Ghost summoner just helps Hecarim where you don't have to take Predator. I do agree that Conquer is a superior rune for Hecarim right now. A lot of Hecarim players I see right now in solo queue and team play, I see them take Conquer all the time. It's just too good to not give it to Hecarim.
Actually, so good.
Yeah, that being said,
you get a free Conquer off initiating the team fight, basically.
It's so easy to proc it. That being said, I was just saying that Ghost might have been a lot easier for Hecarim to gank, as well as a lot better for team fights than just taking that Ignite. But that's just my opinion, though.
And there's some spicy picks coming out here. The comps looking largely the same all around for both teams. The one change up, though, is going to be this Jinx picked up for Jirachi here on OTP. I'm definitely really excited to see how this one will play out, as last game that Sivir was kind of key in helping start off a lot of team fights, and Jirachi showed that he really knew what he was doing on that Sivir. That being said, though, the Jinx is also exciting, as that gives OTP a better way to clean up team fights with massive amounts of damage. And Jinx, especially once you pick up the Fire Cannon, you pick up the Ruin's Hurricane, very much better at playing team fights at range, which is very valuable when you're playing against engaged comps like with Sejuani and especially the Xerath. It helps against the Xerath. That being said, though, having the spell shield is really nice against the Sejuani Bola.
Oh yeah, having that Wanted Pony, having that Jinx, Jirachi's main is Jinx. I'm looking forward to how different that Jirachi is gonna play this game, but I'll say one thing though. It's a common pattern for Slaga to get a lot of engaged support. Because I've talked to Slaga before, and the team just wants that go button, and Slaga definitely is the go button. But I honestly think if you play something more hyper carry oriented support, someone like Lulu, someone like Janna, someone like Nami, super purely and utility kind of support, One-Trick Pony can completely change the game. Because right now, just forcing that engage over and over again, sometimes it backfires on them. And just keeping Jirachi alive is the biggest thing for One-Trick Pony, because Jirachi provides a lot of damage. And having that support with killing ability and utility is going to help out One-Trick Pony a lot. And that being said, we see Yorick and Nasus ban coming out from One-Trick Pony, as well as Pyke and Urgot ban coming out from PAW. And PAW does pick up Tarek, forcing that the forcing what your opponent to pick Sona and top lane is gonna be Maokai, and who's gonna be the last pick for Paw Patrol? What do you think, Chris?
Let's see. Look at this. We got Sejuani, Kai'Sa's out there. Alright, so we got the top lane. Urgot's ban, Nasus ban. This one's really difficult to call, so you could run it
Cho'Gath?
back. The OX ban. You could run it back with the Cho'Gath. You could run the Cho'Gath this game into the Maokai. It would be pretty okay. I'm not sure. Like, Cho is the most obvious option on the table, and yeah, it's actually the Cho'Gath. That being said, I'm really interested in how the Sona pick played out in this draft, because even though like the Sona Taric is obviously like the most attractive spot of like is the most like accentuated pick, Paw Patrol had already picked up Kai'Sa, so like maybe OTP freaked out and forgot about it and knee-jerk react picked the Sona in that situation. However, I don't think that's the case, because I actually really like the Sona in OTP's comp, simply because it gives them it's actually so good because it gives them a team-wide heal to help protect them from the poke from Violet Sociocat, and it also gives them a secondary follow-up engage to the Hecarim with that crescendo coming out from the Sona. You know, flash crescendos. That's nothing you ever want to have to play against. Like you gotta play against the Sona who's good at flash crescendos. It's brutal. You stand there, you got 3 people there, and all of a sudden, just flash crescendos your entire team. You ain't never seen a frontline Sona before, unless you played in Platinum, or like, you know, any ELO that's not above, like, mid-diamond, then you'll see way too many frontline Sonas. It's incredibly awful. She's very squishy. Please stop playing frontline Sona.
And Slaga especially loves making that flashy plays, no pun intended, because he loves flashing all the time. For the better, for the worse, he loves flashing. Right.
Yeah.
And just having that Sona level 6 crescendo flash engage, catching the enemy team off guard and re-engaging with Hecarim as well, that's just going to be devastating for Paw Patrol. And StarCraft does get the Cho'Gath. I don't know how I feel about that. Cho'Gath is just so annoying to deal with, but ASO does pretty well against Cho'Gath. But still, I just don't like going against tank Cho'Gath. It's too much of a
It's
hassle.
pretty brutal.
Yeah, it really is. Like, that's why I love going King. Red King shreds Cho'Gath, but what else can you do? Like, you want to bring a hyper
it's Sona
carry.
Jinx with Sensor. I think it'll work.
Yeah, thank God they had that. Otherwise, if they had something like Jin, oh boy, that's gonna be.
Oh god, well if you're picking, if you pick Jin in this draft, you'd basically be trolling anyway, especially with like, you know, the damage they have in their comp. Like, you don't want Jin.
You definitely want this hyper carry for sure. We could just stay in the backline. And thank God I mentioned this. Maybe I'm a prophet, but I mentioned that OTP wants to get the utility support to help out Jinx, and we got Sona. Would you look at that?
Yeah.
What's usually the build on Sona now? Do you get the Holy Grail, Redemption, and the Arden?
So I think he has a lot of options. Slug has a lot of options here on the Sona, depending on what he wants to do. So I've seen so many things. Like, I've seen tier into Grail builds before. I've seen that recently. I've also seen straight Grail builds. I've also seen like Grail into Redemption. I've seen Grail into Censor, or I've also seen Censor first. In this particular situation, I actually think tier into Grail might be super strong, just because it helps. It helps sustain you in lane, especially against the Taric heals, because like Taric Kai'Sa is gonna have a little bit of trouble all-inning that lane because they don't do an amazing amount of damage. So you can afford to get the tier pretty quick straight up and spend the gold on that, as opposed to items that help your damage and stuff.
Do you think Klepto is a good choice for Sona against the Taric and Kai'Sa?
I could see Klepto actually being good in this circumstance, and it would actually make a lot of sense, all things considered. I can't really think of, I think the obvious choice for a rune would be Airy or Guardian. Honestly, Guardian would actually be super interesting. Overall, the Airy is usually what you want on the Sona, but I could see Klepto being interestingly good here, especially if, like I said, you do take tier into Grail option. Klepto is really nice to help finance that. And you don't have the problem of CS distribution that you normally have with the Sona Taric lane, which is one of the many problems with Sona Taric lanes. As I say that though, Sona Taric actually like friggin' crazy bot lane, honestly.
looking at the team comp right now, I'm gonna call out each individual players and their role and their champion. So on the top lane, we got Gamwin on the Maokai, we got Jungle as Hecarim, Theatrix, mid lane, Flesh, Aurelion Soul, and we got the bot lane support duo on the Wajirkoni, Jinx with Jirachi, and Slaga with Sona. And with Paw Patrol, we got top lane Cho'Gath, Starcraft. I hate Cho'Gath. And Sejuani, Morpheus. Mid lane, we got Purple Psycho Dog playing Xerath, and bot lane for Paw Patrol are the OP Puppy playing Kaisa and Beowulf playing Taric. Speaking of Taric, they picked Sona as soon as Paw picked Taric. Do you think picking their Sona was intentional to prevent them from playing Taric Sona, or
They already had Kaisa, there's no way. That being said, I think it's at least funny as a shout out, like whether they did it for that reason or not. I think the pick is just good here, period. I don't think it has anything to do with the Sona Taric lane.
I agree. I've seen Taric and Sona lane all the time, and not gonna lie, I've seen 20% it worked, and out of 80%, my lane just
feeds.
Yeah, really hard.
I mean, like, you know, maybe they forgot Kaisa. Maybe they forgot they drafted the Kaisa and knee-jerked it. Which would make sense. That'd be pretty funny.
I'll play Kaisa jungle.
But in terms of like how the comps have stacked up this game, I think OTP's got the far superior comp here, actually. Because compare this to last game. They don't have the split push option in the Yorick this game, and clearly that was so valuable to their comp because I mean, you know, StarCraft ran it down, went 0-3-2, and yet despite that, you know, he did so much work, you know, to the extent where you can make a justification for him being an MVP vote just because he did what Yorick's supposed to do, you know.
Yep.
That's the way it works. But you know, you look at this team from OTP, and you saw them getting like hammered by a lot of poke from Purple Psycho Dog Xerath last game, and the Sona cleans up that option, and then you look at OTP and they still have decent engage, they still have a better team fight in general, in my opinion, and they just like they have the same comp advantages they have from last game with none of the disadvantages.
Yeah, you do have to be careful of the Cho'Gath. Cho'Gath stacking up health HP and just flashing in ulti after using Gargoyle, one-shotting the carry or Sona. That's going to be very detrimental for OTP. That being said, I
really hate Cho'Gath, don't you?
I hate Cho'Gath with burning passion. Like, if I could, Cho'Gath is pretty much equivalent of Zoe for some people. I really don't like Cho'Gath. Like, Cho'Gath, okay. If you put scaling on the ultimate as an AP, fine, I understand, that's an AP, but why would you let it scale with HP? So you just go full tank, you don't die, you do damage, you one-shot carries as a tank. As a tank.
But don't worry, it's one ability. Don't worry, dude, it's one ability. You ult them and then it's on cooldown for the rest of the fight. Come on, bro.
You didn't get that. As a tank.
True damage, by the way. Riot Games, by the way.
Oh my, you're thinking about this, hurting my brain.
Hey, you know, I don't like Cho'Gath either. Cho'Gath's a stupid champion.
Stupid? So dumb.
A stupid champion. You know, that being said, let's make some big Chungus predictions for game 2. Who's winning and how much?
How much? Are we talking about gold? How much? Are we talking about just like how many
just
towers?
In general, like in general terms, like is it gonna be close? Is it gonna be a 50-minute barn burner? Is it gonna be a stomp? What's gonna happen? Do you think?
Before that, let's pause at 10. All right.
Okay.
That being said, Beowulf is gonna have a CS lane on Sona. I'll tell you that much.
Wow. Mary, what if he starts coin, bro? What if he just starts coin and max?
I would have been so bamboozled. I would be dying, bro, if that actually happened. But that being said, who's gonna win? Seems like OTP's team comp looks easier to pull off, in my opinion.
Yeah, I would agree with that. I'm gonna pause at 10 right now.
Alright, I paused at 10.
Right.
Everyone ready? Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and 3, 2, 1, go. Ready? 3, 2, 1, go.
Alright. And so, I think my prediction, I'm gonna give it to OTP. I think it's gonna be Stomp this game, actually.
I don't know about. Well, it really depends on how Slaga decides to play this game. Because
Could
just
agree.
having the Sona, movement speed, healing, damage buff is gonna dictate how OTP approaches teamfight, how OTP wants to re-engage, disengage, and just pretty much everything. It's gonna be really dependent on Slaga. And Slaga also has to help Jirachi through the laning phase. And once Jirachi's out of the laning phase, even or higher, Jirachi deals a lot of damage as Jinx, because that's Jirachi's main champion. Um, like I said before, OTP's team comp a lot more easier to pull off. But having that being said, do I think it's gonna be Snowball? Not really. I think it would be
Snowball.
relatively close. I think it would be relatively close. Because like you gotta think about this. Just having the team, looking at the team comp doesn't really mean anything in PMLCS. PMLCS has its own meta. There's a lot of invisible values that
That's true.
you can't really, account for. Like, for example, consistency of this jungler named Lucida. Sucks ass all the time. You know?
Yeah, he consistently blows dicks.
One
dude.
might call me a trash.
Yeah, I just remember when I played his team last week. Easy clap, honestly.
Whoa. Let the fire of your tongue burn my ass, friend.
Yeah, let me just kill you instead. Oh, but too bad you so killed me. Feels bad.
How do you feel? Get wrecked.
Zoe fucking sucks. Eat my ass.
Cho'Gath sucks. That being said, a lot of poke coming out from the bot lane, Slaga and Jirachi.
Yeah, there's so much poke from the Sona, and it looks like she's running she's running Airy, which is the standard Sona mastery we're used to seeing here. I think, though, going into this mid game, like you said, Slaga does dictate a lot of the actions. We see StarCraft getting some quick trading down on Ganween on the top lane. Oh, hold on, Purple Psycho Dog flashing out of that gank immediately in the mid lane.
Wait, is this the last game? Are we
I'm
watching
getting deja vu. I'm actually getting deja vu here.
Deja vu.
Classic, dude. Yeah, I've actually never seen Slaga on Sona, and I know he understands in general, like, how to play Enchanted supports, because I watched him play. But, it's like, at the same time, to what degree is he going to decide to be frontline Sona today, and how much of an effect is that going to have? I'm gonna say that the Theatric's going in on the top lane. Morpheus Ignite gonna be popped. We were talking trash about that Ignite, but first blood's going over to Theatric. Teleport coming in from Purple Psycho Dog. Flesh here on the roam, though. StarCraft backing up. And Purple Psycho Dog and StarCraft forced to back off here.
It's extremely good for OTP, and getting the Hecarim Conqueror prog, you see he took no damage from the trades, as well as doing tons in return. And that's going to be a kill secure for Hecarim early, and it's going to be really detrimental for PAW. As soon as Hecarim starts getting items, it's going to be harder and harder for Paw Patrol to respond to Hecarim's gank. And the worst part is through that trade, Zerius burned the flash, and teleport, and burn Cho'Gath's flash, and Sejuani flash. That's a lot of flashes coming on. There's so many flashes, my eyes are blind. I'm sleeping when it's down now. But that being said,
there's so many flashes, I gotta arrest you for indecent exposure.
Yeah, it will handcuff me, officer, because that's a lot of flashes. That being said...
Whoa, no, only on Sundays.
Whoa. That being said, okay, so my main point is, therefore, OTP has a huge advantage over Paw Patrol right now.
Yeah, without a question. And I was expecting that snowball. I was expecting that stop. I think you got the ripe conditions already off of that first blood. I was talking trash about the Theatric taking that ignite, but that ignite actually secured him first blood there. Pretty cool.
I respect that. That's pretty cool. I respect that. I didn't expect it to come into clutch like that, to be honest.
He's insane.
He's not.
Ah!
TSM is gonna draft him instead of fire his Ven. Just get 2 junglers instead.
I agree. I think that's a good move. I pay money to see that. Might help TSM actually close out the finals against Liquid.
Wait, so I actually did get Mega Ucked. The Tarek did go coin.
Ooh, get Ucked, idiot!
I did get Mega
Uck.
Oh my goodness.
Especially, like, You're used to seeing melee supports like Tarek take that relic shield, but especially into that Sona, it's very nice to have that ancient coin just for more lane sustain. And you know, Tarek's never really gonna be able to like Tarek Kites isn't gonna be able to on that lane. And I say that now, some trading going on here. Double Jinx traps, but you know, you got Sona and Tarek and 2 late game ADCs. This lane's actually gonna be a snooze fest, dude. Like, Beowulf got a double stun, Jirachi got a double trap, and nothing happened. Look, they're already almost full again, except for OP Puppy, who's like 60.
I've been saying this thing a lot of time. I'm just finally relieved that Flaga finally gets to play anyone but heavy engage champion, because Flaga's been complaining for a long time.
Meanwhile, though, StarCraft going in on top lane on Ganwei, he's got that level 6 on deck, but can he reach him? Ooh, Theatrics coming in here from the side, though. And they're gonna fight him. Ignite being thrown down again. StarCraft actually be taken down here, kill going over to Theatrics.
That is so much damage with Conquer and Ignite securing the second kill for Hecarim, and things are looking more grim and grim, and to the point it's gonna be grim adventures of OTP and Paw Patrol.
I was waiting for that, dude.
Hecarim really just dominating early game right now, forcing teleport from Cho'Gath.
I mean, I'm surprised Theatrics isn't using the My Little Pony skin, because it's looking like Grimm's Fairy Tales out here, dude.
I hate myself for saying that, but I had to.
Honestly, dude, Theatrics confirmed My Little Pony fanboy.
My Little Pony, my little
Hecarim, my little Hecarim. My brain hurts, dude.
Chat, don't quit that.
Clip it, you won't.
No.
My brain hurts, dude.
I think that the OTP has a decently commanding lead right now with the solid 1k lead and 2 kills going to Theatrics. And the real question here now is, can Theatrics widen the gap, the goal lead, and the pretty much secure the early game for Magic Pony? That's the real question we should be asking here. Can he carry with that lead?
I don't know. Can he?
I'm looking at the items right now, and it seems like Hecarim already finished the Warrior Enchantment. And it's gonna be a lot of damage coming in for Hecarim.
Wait, that's actually massive, dude.
Yeah,
Warrior,
7
like,
minutes.
That's actually, yeah, that's so much. Jesus. You know, we're talking trash about that Ignite, but he comes in again top lane and Ignite securing him another kill. Like, granted, that probably would have gone his way anyway, but if you're playing against Cho'Gath, you never know what's gonna happen.
Hey man, people can be wrong, and I was wrong about that, and I was also wrong about Tarek not taking Targons. Come on, dude, my prediction. Come on, dude. And it looks like as the game goes right now, it is still both-sided, but if Hecarim can keep up the lead, like you said, it's gonna be a really one-sided fight for 120.
Yeah, haters Targana hate, that's all I'm gonna say. The Ganwei going on StarCraft, fighting over some vision up here, and StarCraft getting the knock up on Ganwei here, but you know, it's 2 tanks, we wet noodling out here, boys. We're gonna be just fine.
I hate Cho'Gath. Did I tell you about that? I'm pretty sure I did. I'll say it again. I don't like Cho'Gath.
I hate Cho'Gath, I'm Hatsu.
Yeah, my name is Chris, and I'm making fun of Hansu for making fun of Cho'Gath.
I play Cancer like Zoe.
Yeah, that's why it's Zoe.
Well, the Borktheus showing in this top lane. Oh, hold on, what we got going on here mid? Just like the throwing out Shocking Web, we got nothing going on here mid. I was baited. I baited everyone. I'm sorry. I'm tired.
You know the speaking of mid lane and just boring lanes, after those 2 trades, 2 kills from Hecarim, nothing really else happened. It's just a trade and CSing over and over again. And Hecarim just really need to push the lead as much as he can, but he's not able to find any good solid ganks.
Jesus, this game's Resident Sleeper, bro. Everyone's playing so safe. This is so boring. I want someone to die already. We need more people to die. That being said, you can CS totals though. Small CS advantage for Flash in the mid lane. The Aztec's gonna get sent up under this turret though. Actually
That's
gonna walk
a
away.
lot of damage.
Yeah, he'll be just fine though. Just fine though. Cycle Dog running out of mana. Clear this wave now. We said we have small CS lead opening up in the mid for Flash, and we have a significant CS lead bot already. Actually, it's a 26 CS lead with Jirachi in the bot lane, but on the flip side, in top lane though, StarCraft almost acquiring a 20 CS lead out here. So one thing that's nice though is that's definitely not as pronounced as the CS differential was last game. It could easily get there if Ganween doesn't really do some damage to Troll, but you know, it's not that bad. And Ganween though, the coming on StarCraft, that was an insane rupture. That was such a good rupture actually.
That was so good actually.
Yeah, the flash rupture was so good. And that actually easily could have gone the way of one-click ponies there, is because StarCraft had already just burned his beast on a minion to start stacking earlier. So at the same time though, that bonus HP got from stacking that beast minion, probably coming in a little bit clutch there.
Oh, I thought it was stolen.
Flash blowing that Voice of Light, trying to steal the dragon, but can be smited away by Borkfius though. The Atrix soloing Rift Herald up here.
Honestly, that's the jungler nightmare right there. Having that fear of being stolen. Fortunately, Borfia does secure the dragon, and again, it's the Wind Drake. But that being said, trading the Wind Drake, Hecarim goes top lane, goes to the Rift Herald, and secures it.
Borkfi is doing a very, Theatric's doing a very good job of sneaking that Rift Herald in under, right under the noses of Paw Patrol. StarCraft definitely had a lot of lane pressure there, and they did not know where the Hecarim is. Like you said, we see the teleport coming in bot lane, Purple Psycho Dog, and OP Puppy looking to get very aggressive on this one. It's be Killer Instinct blown, but unfortunately nothing's going to come out of that play. Well, in mid, Flash pushing down this mid tower and taking Borpheus down to about half health over here.
I think that TP towards bot lane with Xerath was a little bit more ambitious than he's supposed to be, because having that Slaga with the movement speed bonus, that's a lot of damage coming in.
Yeah, I don't think they have any kill pressure there. They really don't have any kill pressure coming out of that teleport whatsoever. Honestly,
no,
it's like the only way they kill them is if they get a raw shocking orb from Purple Cycle Dog there, and because Xerath's already teleporting in, they're probably gonna see that at some point. And even if she does get the shocking orb, there's no guarantee that they can get that because Slaga has flash up, and it's a Sona.
But they did force Jirachi's flash right there though.
Yeah, that's really nice. So I guess at the end of the day, you're trading teleport for flash. Meanwhile, though, in bot lane, Slaga dropping the crescendo. Beowulf answering back with the Cosmic Radiance to make everyone invulnerable. Jinx Rocket goes wide, and looks like the bot lane's going to come out of this one just fine.
And throughout the entire trade, Jirachi burned heal and Slaga burned ignite, but forcing Beowulf to flash and OP Poppy to heal at the same time, using Beowulf's ultimate to save himself. I think that's about pretty decent trade. Jirachi also uses ulti, Slaga also uses crescendo as well. So pretty. I guess it was just average trade. Nothing really happened in bot lane.
I'd say so too.
You're right. This game is pretty. Nothing's happening here.
Even though Flash, known for having a couple of Xerath troubles in the past, he self-admits to Xerath being one of his least favorite matchups, doing quite well with a CS lead in the mid for himself here. You see Ganween getting mowed down in the top lane by StarCraft and Borkfius. It is the wet noodle Gankaruski up here in the top lane. A quick kill going over to StarCraft there, but meanwhile in the bot lane though, OTP taking down the tower with the Rift Herald, and they're going to force the engagement with Tier 2. Slaga taking down Beowulf. Rift Herald running him down. Flash getting the clutch ace still stun. Purple Psycho Dog going to force the Flash out with the Jinx Zap.
This is exactly what OTP wants. Remember how I talked about Hecarim following and widening the gap for the lead, and Jinx coming out even or ahead, and that's exactly what's happening. Look at the team; they're getting the second tier top turret already, and unfortunately, Hecarim does die out of that, but they do get the second tier turret, which is huge for OTP, and with a commanding lead of about 2.6k gold lead, and OTP playing the best that they can play at the moment. I mean, there are little mistakes here and there, but they're definitely winning by their playing by their win conditions.
Yeah, I would wholeheartedly agree with that. Meanwhile, though, look at oh, I didn't even catch turret bladings. Oh no, what are we doing? You know, interestingly enough, though, I was talking earlier about Flesh's Serath troubles, but he's still maintaining a pretty okay CS lead in this mid lane right now. So
I guess he just
it's
took
safe.
one game of you know, just getting used to the range, getting used to how Purple Cycle Dog plays theirs, and once that happened, and Flesh is like, I got this, not a problem.
Theatrics, though, dodging out the right of the Arcane, and Purple Psycho Dog can be engaged on by Flesh. Voice of Light looking defensive work, BS to re-engage here. He's actually just gonna stare at him with his furry balls plop menacingly on the table here, and they're just gonna run away.
That was an ambitious a Voice of Light coming from Flesh, but I understand trying to stop the ultimate, but it was about to end anyway, so I don't think that had a lot of value in the first place.
I mean, one more right of the Arcane, the Theatrics dies, so like, I don't blame him.
I mean, you're right. But
Ocean Drake coming up now soon, though.
having the Voice of Light is really helpful for peeling the team. It's that one extra peeling that the team can provide, especially that does a lot of damage and puts the enemy team on the range for this his stars, passive stars.
Oh no, Flash is rocking the Sork shoes again!
Oh,
By the Swifties!
No. Yo, chat, can we get the F in chat for Bush's wrong
F is for Flash who F is for Flash who buys stupid boots in game 2 of the series and game 1-2. Alright, speaking of
for you and me,
Meanwhile, though, Ocean Drake going over to the side of Paw Patrol here, and we got a full-on team fight breaking out here. So chaotic, stuff happening. Theatrics popping ult here. Everyone's gonna drop so fast though. Slack can take down on Beowulf. Purple Psycho Dog getting the kill down on Theatrics here. Ooh, Rocket Snipe and Jirachi Starcraft going down, and
the American Sniper boy.
Like OTP came out of that one rather convincingly with a 3-1. Jesus, that fight caught me off guard.
I didn't think it was gonna happen that quick, but nice double crescendo coming up from Slogdog, locking in. Although I think Hecarim got bursted in the early team fight really fast, but having that double crescendo locked in, I believe he was Xerath and Kaisa. I could be wrong about that. It could also be Sejuani. Let me check real quick. I couldn't tell, but. On the point being, OTP played the team fight really well, giving kills to Jinx, and some of them going to Sona as well, actually.
Yep, dude, Fed Sona, it's busted. We talk about Sona itemization this game. It looks like the first thing we're going to be seeing coming out from it is going to be the fast redemption after the Sork shoes. I don't know how I feel about Sork shoes. What is with OTP and buying Sork shoes when they should be buying things that aren't Sork shoes?
You know, sometimes you just gotta flex something like that. It's a weird flex, you know?
Weird flex, but okay.
But okay, for sure. I mean, hey, they're ahead with that build.
You can't argue with the
whatever floats their boat.
Yeah, dude, we got Ignite Hecarim, we got double Sork shoes. Hey, man, it don't matter how you play the game. Just win. It's free.
Yeah, just win, really.
Just win, idiot. God.
Oh man, you got me, friend.
You wanna talk about builds more? The OP Puppy's rocking that young Storm Racer this game. I see you. He's finally fast forwarded a couple patches in Kaisa meta progression here.
We finally made it. We in here.
Yeah, dude.
We did it. Maybe you just forgot last game.
OTP calling the quick engage on top lane. That is going to be the Nature's Grasp pop by Ganween. They're gonna go in, but good Terex on the disengage. This fight started on the top lane. And now we see Paw Patrol forcing the re-engage. Purple Psycho Dog with the teleport from behind. Theatric's gonna go down. Kill going over to OP Puppy. Ganween forced to run for his life. But here we see Beowulf chopping down the friggin' cherry tree.
That is not what you want to see from OTP. They had the command and lead, and they tried to force that so hard. When they saw the teleport, they should have immediately backed up. They knew they were gonna get them, and forcing it anymore would just end up like this, losing the top laner and the jungle. That is not what you want to see. And using that there's to clear the mid wave and trying to get some damage, and they're gonna try to force this top lane second tier to even the gold out.
This is actually really scary too, because Jirachi and Slaga look mid to try and force the tier 2 mid. but unfortunately Purple Psycho Dog there popping the right arcane to destroy the wave, and not only that, but everything just being dumped by the fact that there's just more members of Paw Patrol up at that particular moment, and the original squad that forced the top lane down, minus Purple Psycho Dog, able to drop that tier 2 tower in the top lanes. That, for all intents and purposes, this game is now dead even.
I would 100% agree with that. The Jinx did not die though yet, and Kaisa and both of the hyper carries are looking relatively strong, and it's gonna be really up to how they want to approach the fight. Like we said before, they just want to poke before actually engaging. But once the OTP, they want to engage and control the fight with Sona, and either engaging, re-engaging, or controlling how the fight goes. But this is an early Baron coming out from OTP.
Meanwhile, Flesh on the side, getting massive ults on both the OP Puppy and Purple Psycho Dog. It's gonna be a massive crescendo coming out from Slaga, and the OP Puppy can be shut down, kill going over to Flesh.
Wait, that was such a big play coming out from Flesh. Getting that.
Rachi taking so much damage from the right of the arcane, though, gonna be forced to heal and dodge out the last shot. Morpheus looking for the re-engage over here, but Flesh to zone him out with those fatty stars.
Yeah, it's something I wanted to say. Finish the statement before the Flesh getting the double stun into Voice of Light, getting the damage and making sure that Sona can follow up with Crescendo, and ending up with Jirachi's Super Mega Death Racket. Just, it was a lot of coordination that went well for them, and forcing Kaisa to be shut down, and having the commanding lead, as well as like more map control for future Baron calls, as well as this dragon that's about to be up. It's an Angels Mountain coming up. And looks like it's going to be secure for OTP relatively easy if they start now.
And I was talking last game about OTP playing most of the game really well, but just making the wrong mistakes at the wrong times, and already we're starting to see that kind of come in as a factor in this game too here.
Watch is not there. Watch is not there.
And we see this fight starting up real quick though. Looks like Paw Patrol with Dragon Theatrics going into the team with the Onslaught of Shadows, but he's going to be brought down immediately. It's all out chaos. Flesh with the engage onto the backline though. Morpheus kiting back. Flesh doing all he can with his stars, and it's a multi-pronged fight here. Aurelian Soul.
Fight. Keep going. Keep going. What's your point? You can do it.
Morpheus though, Voice of Light going wide, and Paw Patrol going to be able to disengage this one fully. However, we've seen the snipes coming in right in the arcade from Purple Psycho Dog. Takedown onto Slaga.
I honestly think Mochikoni should have kept on engaging there. They had the Jinx damage, they had the crit with Infinity Edge and Zeal, and with the rocket to get into AoE damage, that would have turned the fight incredible. What are you doing there, Psycho Dog?
Wait, Zerath trolling. Alright, GG go next, boys. Shut down on the Zerath by the front. Zerath there.
Ally? Purple Psycho Dog? What happened? Did
Ally, more like Ally, because she looking like Ally Bank right over here. Giving Flesh a free loan.
Stop. I knew that was going somewhere. Stop. My brain hurts. Ally Bank, not like this.
Yeah, dude, my brain hurts from watching that, to be honest.
What was Ally thinking?
You hate to see that, dude.
You really had really had to see that. Was like, Ally was is known for shot calling, right? But that I can't tell if that was the Ally call.
I'm baffled.
I'm beyond baffled.
Dude, Slugga just stole Scuttle Crab. What a champ.
No, honestly, showing the jungler that who the real carry is.
Flex on that pony, dude. Let him know. You inted.
Okay.
Yeah, you inted in the last dragon fight, buddy. This is what you get. Right, the arcane can be popped off to try and hopefully delay this Baron. These Sony heals can be very deadly. Starcraft looking for the flank over here from Psychodog and Beowulf getting in. The Nature's Wrath popped, and
that's
looking for the massive engage though. The textbook peel, the turn, the double kill coming in for Theatrics here. And now OTP gonna peel off right onto this Baron. As things are going horribly awry for Paw Patrol now. So we do have Cho'Gath. Tonight we feast, boys. Ganween gonna be going over Baron Pit with a massive Ganweener. Forced to flash over though. OP Puppy's damage is too much to handle. And looks like OTP's having a little trouble calling this one though. But now they found the engage they wanted. Morpheus forced to run away. Rupture coming out. It's not going to stop anything though. Theatrics with another kill onto Morpheus though. And now we see the third Baron attempt in this amazing kerfuffle here.
Man, I swear the server's gonna crash before the Baron's actually taken.
You're probably right, dude. And now they're looking for the re. But StarCraft's gonna with the quick turn on Theatrics though. It's gonna be a kill. Cosmic Radiance being dropped, gambling turned on, kill going over the OP Poppy, and it looks like OTP have overstayed their welcome. Flash shocking over the wall for Purple Psycho Dog, and Flash be taken dangerously low. Shutdown going over to OP Poppy here, and it's all around chaos. I was saying it's just gone awry for Paw Patrol here, but it looks like OTP is now.
What is happening? That's not what you want to see. Like, this is the textbook definition of two different things. We're learning. This is an extra lesson, boys. 1, we're learning about Clown Fiesta. 2, we're learning about, well, what's the word? Overstaying. That's right. Why are you staying there? And you know, this pretty much evened out Ali's accidentally quote-unquote shot calling into the mid lane. Now they're gonna take the Baron just like that. It's gonna be easy. But the teleport is coming in.
Dude. Holy moly, dude.
Number 4 Baron
coming in. They just grasp me pots with Baron going over to Paw Patrol right now.
Oh my.
And now let's see if they can get out of this one alive. Ganween on the backline doing exactly what he can here. But OTP having trouble forcing this engage. StarCraft slowed down by that Jirachi zap. But where's Flesh? She's currently not here.
My god, what?
We can't press this issue. I think OTP's out fine.
My brain hurt. This is worse than watching Iron and Bronze play at the same time, and I'm just my bronze hurt. Okay, you know what? Maybe I'm flaming.
Not that bad.
As Gurk 7 once said, "Let not the fire of your tongue burn my ass."
Dude, honestly, OTP looking like my favorite president, Theodore Roosevelt, game 1. This game coming in clutch with his next closest family member, Franklin Delano Roosevelt.
I don't know what I'm witnessing. Am I witnessing League of Legends or am I witnessing Adventure Time's MOBA? I can't. Honestly,
Come on, grab your friends. Proto-Mary Disneylands.
Come on, grab your friends and let's not play this game and throw up Baron. Oh my god, what am I witnessing?
My brain.
My brain actually hurts from watching this. Like, what am I?
Dude, speaking of brains hurting, OTP looking for another engage. Beowulf good flash out of the wall, but flashing out the OP Poppy. Speed Slide Shadows coming in. OP Poppy dropped really low. Cosmic Radiance coming out. That's everything. Gonna be Pop Redemption going down. Can they save him? Nope. Hackerim gonna run him down like the piece of dog crap he is. And it looks like all around chaos. Double kill for Theatrics here. Paw Patrol being mowed down here. Sriracha with a kill on the Purple Psycho Dog. Morpheus on the flank here doing the best he can to get out. But he's being hunted down by the tree. Gan Wiener strikes again, boys. But he hops over the wall and there's a pony there. Good thing he's playing boy. He's gonna be fine.
I hate this game sometimes. I hate PMLCS sometimes because of something like this. I wanted a clean game from both teams, and it was looking pretty okay. And then, oh, now we got a, oh my god, nobody pause. It's not a PMLCS.
Perfect, dude.
Pause. My god. Alright, let me tell you about something, kid.
Pause Patrol, boys.
Alright. I'm gonna go on a rant a little bit here about that fight. First of all, what the hell is going on, you guys? OTP versus Paw Patrol? This is the definition of Clown Fiesta.
Dude, you wanna know how I know it's a Clown Fiesta?
Huh?
Jirachi's deathless.
Oh.
That never happened.
Whoa! You don't. That's ease back on the whole flaming team. Please ease back on the whole flaming business.
Hey, I never said he wasn't good. I just said he dies a lot.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, okay, that's one of Jirachi's specialty, dying a lot. as do I. Really quick, I'm just gonna check real quick what the problem is. Adam CPU, Adam went boom.
Adam
not in the brain, but in the computer. Dude, my brain's actually going boom. So maybe I should just leave the Discord and say my brain blew up.
Check u.gg for Boots win rate on ASOL. I don't know about that one, brother. Hold on here. I don't
really
care what
do.
U.GG says. I don't care what U.GG says about Aurelion Sol Boat's win rate. All I know is Swifties is pretty good. See, core build Swifties Rod Rylai's. It's got 54.27 win rate. We'll look at this real quick. Pro
Wait,
builds. What we
what's
got
supposed to
here?
be even in here? On chat?
What?
Bots? Greg?
What?
Greg?
Advance!
What's supposed to be here? Is what's your opponent automatically disqualified for this?
That's a disqualification, dude. That's gonna be game loss. Pack it up, boys. 2-0 Paw Patrol. We're done.
Oh, thank God! Get me out of this game. I'm
Woo,
a
dude,
spectator. Get me out of this game.
I go to bed now, bro. Woo!
No MVPs. No one deserves it.
Whoa, and you're calling me out for flaming, bro. Holy mother
No,
God.
I know I'm flaming. I know I'm flaming. Well, they don't. Okay, maybe they don't deserve it. Maybe I'm being too harsh. Not maybe.
I'm being too harsh. I'm dead.
I will find where you live, friend, and I will give you a serenade. And other things.
Serenade.
A serenade to the bone at the evening.
Hansu, to Hansu.
Oh, speaking of bong,
Men bung, bung.
yesterday was Membung's birthday. So can we everyone in chat can we get on chat? Happy Bung Day.
Can we sing Serenade except replace every word with men bung?
Mem bung bung
Men bung.
We clearly sing. We
Yeah,
don't play saxophone. We clearly sing.
Well, I mean, clearly, yeah. I mean, I spend all my time singing, dude. Because clearly, I don't play League of Legends. So I played last week, so I mean.
Yeah, I was gonna say if you sing all the time and you sound like that, you got a lot of problems still ahead of you. Sound like a true saxophonist.
Yeah, it's because I am a saxophonist. How'd you know?
Man, saxophonist, I hardly know him. That did not work. That did not work. Abort mission. My bad.
Abort mission. My brain hurts already, dude. Oh my god.
And just like that, the Baron Broth has run out for Paw.
Oh my god, get me out.
So let's do a prediction real quick. How many more Clown Fiesta before ending the game? I predict 5.
At least one. At least one.
Well, I think more of 2. And here we go.
Oh man, the actress with the massive on shows back wide. Looks like Glacial Prison going wide though. Looking like Chicago Bears field goals every year. But StarCraft getting dropped down. It looks like OTP coming out on top in this team fight. Massive Rupture coming out. StarCraft, he's a big beefy Cho'Gathy boy, but it's not going to be enough. Kill going over to Flesh here. Theatrics looking to continue this fight out. Good shocking lure by Purple Psycho Dog though, and they're going to be able to get the disengage home this one. Get out just fine. Overall, going to be 2 for 1 in favor of One Twig Ponies. Oh wait, Big Dick Rocket, and it misses.
Panda, go ahead and let me know whenever you're gonna do replay for the huge team fight that just happened, because I want to mention one thing. In the PMLCS,
massive damage, but right of the Arcane's still up. Looks like it's being popped here. Massive damage off the Ganween. Big flash coming out here.
no replay. Okay. I mean, I just wanted to say here in PMLCS, there's one thing that we do. It's a specialty for a lot of top laners and junglers, and that is skill shot ultimate. Starting from Ornn, missing that headbutt on the Ornn ultimate, that's very common in PMLCS. Another thing you see a lot is Sejuani ultimate, and that was a field goal and a half and missed.
Holy mother of God! I mean, I can't call it a field goal because like it just went to the right. Like it's looking like the Chicago Bears in playoffs.
Like it went to get. They went for the. Okay, you know what? Okay,
They went for
the field goal at 90-yard points. Okay, that's not how it works. That didn't make it. It went so far to the, like it just didn't. Yeah, it said you on the ultimate. Just went to Raptor Camp. Congratulations, you throw the Raptor Camp. We did it. PogChamp. Can we get PogChamp in the chat?
Poggers.
I'm sorry, I'm blaming. It's just this game has been very.
I'm tired.
Emotional for me.
I'm just tired. That's
this
really
game should have ended so much long ago, but
My life should have ended
Little
so long
mistakes
ago.
here and there, just making this. And here goes Baron again. We're gonna fight
Here
with
we
the Baron
go,
again.
dude. Naren Bash, you're coming back for another specialty here. Purple Psycho Dog out on this front lines here, looking for some more poke. Oh my god.
Let me be a really happy hamster for a second. I can't wait for them to fight again. Wee!
My brain! Oh my god, my virgin brain. Speaking of fighting, here we go. Paw Patrol getting the disengage, but OTP, they're looking, they're waiting. Gan Wiener hanging out here with massive floppy Gan Wiener.
I will say this though, Ali has been really good in trying to get the poke as much as possible. And-
Purple Psycho Dog has actually been single-handedly saving all of these situations for Paw Patrol with the Zerath poke.
And her, what is it, Shocking Orber has been very solid every time. Landing on the Theatric, I don't know, maybe Theatric is magnet for stuns. Because every time he goes out, every time he tries to engage, he gets stunned by Purple Psycho Dog. Does that matter? No, he's 9-5-5. He's doing a lot of good things.
Watch
though.
out, we get the old Fanatic Bush, but the old, the Arcano Pulse check from Purple Psycho Dog, gonna catch that one out real quick.
And the later this game goes, I think it's actually looking scary for.
Oh no, OP Puppy walking in the bush, Game Week's family engaged, everything being thrown down, OP Puppy can get melted immediately, kill going in with Theatrics, and this one's a slobber knocker. It's a Glacial Prison coming in, actually hitting someone this time, but I don't think it's gonna be enough. Yep, OTP just running them down right now, right in the arcane being popped. Paw Patrol in full retreat right now, doing what they can, and it's rough out here, man. It's it's rough.
On the chat, can we get the meme, the crab meme, the crab, and then say Kaisai is gone on chat?
Jesus, dude.
You know what I'm talking about?
Doing? My best. OTP gonna turn onto this Baron buff. And Starcraft though, he's looking. And I feel like I've seen this before. Maokai going over the wall, flashing over the wall, but it is not gonna be enough, and he is gonna miss that timing. Kill credit going over the bush. Better luck next time, buddy.
Alright. Once you're pro, you can do this. I believe in you. Somebody please just end the game.
And my suffering.
You got Baron. You got Baron.
I think they're two perfectly good. They're two perfectly good outer turrets worth taking top lane though.
Or yeah, you're right. You're actually correct. I was gonna say something else, but you're right. You're absolutely correct about that.
There's also a dragon too, so I think the move here is to put Ganween, big tanky dude, big tanky dude, he'll be able to sustain a whole bunch, so I think you put him in the side lane, you take him down those turrets, and then you make him go to dragon and solo dragon, and your Baron buff's already run out, and we get to stall the game even longer. But Beowulf though looks like he's got under turret, kill gonna go over to Flesh. And that is not what you want in Paw Patrol. If you're Paw Patrol, likely going to be OTP's opportunity to close out this game here. Mid tier 3 going down, and Sin Hip can be taken down. Purple Psycho Dog.
Oh, this is what I'm talking about. Flashing
flash
game.
crescendo from Slaga. Theatrix going in again. And Theatrix got on the side here. Onslaught of Shadow coming back in, does not get the fear though. Glacial Prison coming out. Morpheus with a great flank. OP Puppy doing so much damage because they find the turn. Jirachi forced to flash out. Morpheus being dropped so low though. OP Puppy going in, taking extremely low, burning flash, and going basically nowhere. He actually just point blank flashed on his cursor. And yeah, looks game 2. Finally going over to One Click Ponies. Finally someone ends my suffering, and along with the League of Legends game.
And this is what I was talking about. Remember how I said about flash engages? Yeah, Slaga just flashed crescendo to the point where Slaga just has to move to the nudist beach because he's flashing so much to get the engage done, but it made it work. They got the pick that needed, bursted it down, and finally got the towers. About time. We did it. We did it. Chat.
We did it. We're finally out.
Also, yeah, Greg, are you here by chance?
I'm saved. Oh wait, we have to do MVP.
No, before MVP, I do have a question for Greg if you're still around. So I've seen Flash on chat on Twitch during middle of the game, even at pause. Is that allowed? Asking for a friend.
Asking for a friend. Admit!
Or just any admin if you can answer that question, that'll be awesome. But that being said, you're right. We should talk about MVPs. Who do you think it's gonna be for MVP this game?
It's really rough because Theatrics had a really good early game. I'd say it's weird. You can make a case for at least 3 people here because Theatrics had Theatrics had a really good early game, and he died. He died a hell of a lot in team fights, but at the same time, he also had some decent engages. It's like you can't overlook that. But Flash very consistent on the Aurelian Soul, and he created a whole lot of openings and dealt a lot of damage, and just was consistently in spots where he needed to be.
Hmm.
Slaga, though, doing a very good job on that Sona pick, though, helping his team sustain through and then making flash crescendos happen when it counts. So, for my money, I take Slaga this game.
Yeah, I'm not gonna keep it to Slaga. Nothing against Slaga, but in order in League of Legends, if you want to climb, the one thing you have to do is reduce the amount of mistake that you make, right? And clearly both sides, no offense for both of your teams, but they made small mistake that led to big things. That being said, if you look at the score, Jirachi doesn't count because it was a clown fiesta, but the Flash most of the time made as little mistake as he could while dishing out a lot of damage and trying to get the roam, and then getting those picks were also very important. I remember near the Baron Pit, most of the pick happened around the Baron Pit area, where he got a decent stun and decent Voice of Light to burst down a target for the team to follow on. That happened a couple of times actually, as well as just playing very consistently. And you're right, it's the consistency is the key to victory. And Flesh really playing consistently on Aurelian Soul last game and this game. Um, and he honestly deserves my MVP vote. Not that I'm saying everyone played bad or anything, or
Everyone played terrible Hansu Sung 2019.
And you know what? Yeah, let's just say that. That's easier. But that being said, Theatrix had an excellent early game that really helped the snowballing on the bot lane. Jirachi didn't die, which is a surprise, not gonna lie. Slaga getting a lot of flash engages to the point, like I said before, he has to move to the nudie speech because he's flashing so much.
Jesus.
Gamlin just being the frontline tank that OTP just needs. And overall, really good game coming out for OTP. Although I am just saying, it was a Confiesta.
Wow,
but
I'm
not
getting
a-
just attacked completely.
Oh, I can make it worse, friend.
Oh god,
We can
okay,
do
go.
worse.
No, I give permission, go.
No, not on stream. Get out of our channel. Get out of our channel.
Get out. Get out.
Get out of our
Get
channel.
Yeah.
Gosh darn it, man. You didn't win MVP.
You
Come
didn't
on,
win
bro.
MVP.
Yeah, he's the only one on the graph right now with 0 votes.
Okay.
And he's coming into our channel. Come on, man. Speaking of MVPs, we're gonna officially lock it in as a tie for Game 1 MVP between StarCraft and Purple Psycho Dog, as no one has been able to break that vote at all.
Okay. Did I say?
Oh, my brain! I always screw that up. My bad, bro.
That being said, oh my gosh, the game 1, game 2, I think they're both pretty. Not gonna lie, they were both really fun to watch. Not gonna lie. Were they clean by both sides? Not really. They could have played a lot cleaner, in my opinion. But definitely a fun game to watch, fun series to witness. On this fine day that is 420 Blazed Day.
Hell yeah, dude.
Yeah,
I wish
brother.
I didn't have. I wish I didn't have to wake up and drive to Chicago at 6:15 tomorrow, because I think I would have been much more entertained at this series and not complained about it being a clown fiesta.
Who dealt the most damage? Flesh. It's. Wait. Why don't you just go to the client and check it yourself? What?
I think he's trying to imply it's him.
It's not. Get wrecked, idiot.
It's actually
Zareth.
get ucked, idiot.
Because we boots that bad.
Because his boots that. Oh my god.
Okay, hold on. We're gonna
There's
settle.
no way
this.
ASOL dealt the most damage. You're right.
Here.
ASOL didn't deal the most damage.
We're gonna settle this.
Jesus, why am I getting flamed for saying you should have taken Swifties instead? What the heck, bro?
Okay, let's talk about this. Chat, you're the deciding factor. Flesh, you don't count. Who
62%
Okay.
win rate. How the hell do they have 60% win
ASO
rate?
needs to take Sword Boots or Sweeties. Everyone but Flesh. Go. And Flesh, no helping out. No helping from the team. One Trick Pony has to do this individually. Sword Boots or Swifties for ASO. On the chat. Go. We don't care about your U.GG. We only care about the mass. We care about the people.
I also don't want to say anything, but looking at U.GG and the vast majority of these pro players right now, I see Swifties and Merc Treads.
On which website? Because different websites might have different. Okay. Flesh.
U.GG.
With ASO, what rank is the question? Plat plus? How about let's do diamond?
There's no way.
Uh,
62.74%. There's no way that alone. There's no way that alone has such a huge effect on ASO.
no, but you also realize the amount of times that the item is picked as well. Because if you look at the boosts, and he's right, he doesn't have 62% win rate, but Swifty has been picked 52% of the time, and no, has a 52% win rate with 40% pick. That's almost about half. Yeah, I can do math.
It is like Rylai's first has a 67.81% win rate right now. And I think we all know that's not the way to build him.
I mean, I really think I guess it really depends on the player because I know jungle it applies for jungle as well. Some people love going more mobility boots on AP junglers, while some people like going sword boots. And I guess another way we can say is going assassin cane. You can go sword boots for the passive damage, or you can get mobility, boost on mobility. It really is depending on what you want, to be honest. And I'm not gonna say anything anymore because Flesh is being a little
He's
complaining like a little bitch.
Dude,
now.
I'm curious as to who dealt the most damage, man. Please see the damage. Oh my god, my brain hurts, dude. Alright, speaking of which, we're going back to this MVP vote right now. Oh my god, do we have a tie between Slug and Theatrics? Who's the ninth vote? Who ruined this?
Cool.
Alright,
Wait, why do we actually have a tie?
Chat, you have 30 seconds to break this tie, and I swear to God, if you make it a three-way tie, I'm gonna hang myself.
Also, to Flesh, I didn't have control of that craft at all. Like I think it was Panda, but yeah, he had to use the restroom. So, um, sorry about being late, but here's the damage part. He has to use the restroom just now. In my opinion, 62 is bigger number than 52. Really? It's only one number difference. 5 is like
6 is only one
just
bigger
change the
than
5 to 6.
5.
It's only one number away.
Oh my god, my brain, make it stop. Oh god, dude.
Alright, we got 20 seconds. 20, 19, 18, 17.
I'm gonna kill you. I hate everything.
Alright, so it looks like
We're gonna call it a tie. Game
we're
2
gonna
as
call it a
well.
tie. Which one?
Theatrics and Slaga, congratulations, you both win MVP Game 2. So, we're actually gonna have the first 4-man interview lobby that I've seen in one hell of a while. So, Game 1 MVPs. Can we have StarCraft, Purple Psycho Dog, Theatrics, and Slaga?
Wait, they
All of you
tied
come down to
too?
play. Yep, all of you come down to play the Game 1.
Oh my god, here we're actually gonna have 4-man interview. This is gonna
Oh
be nuts.
god, this is gonna be hilarious.
I can't wait. I tell you what though, that game was actually pretty fun to watch. Not gonna lie.
Well, yeah. All right. Well,
We'll just get Social Cat then. Wait,
they're both down. Neither. Oh no. Oh well. Wait. 2-man interview. Adam, get in here. Where are you? Oh, there he is. Okay.
man.
Welcome.
Well, are we gonna just not do it without the Paw Patrol then?
Yeah. minutes there in the game right now, and I think I speak for everyone when I say we want to wrap this up as quick as possible and get everyone to bed. Especially those of us who has to be up early
Whoa.
tomorrow morning. So
All right, then let's get this interview underway. That being said, congratulations on the tie. Both were a pretty interesting game, but fun regardless. I do have a question for you for Theatrics. Why Ignite on Hacker?
It's the best option.
I mean, yeah, okay, I understand that, but why? Why is it the best option? Because
Hecarim doesn't build
I don't
anything.
understand.
Hecarim has trouble skirmishing early without support from the team unless he has Ignite. He can contest scuttles, he can get early damage, and he also doesn't build any items in his kit that have grievous wounds attached to them. So if you play against somebody that has healing, then you can just kill him easily.
Mhm.
yeah, actually, I kind of dig that.
I understand.
And the
I'll also-
E is basically ghost every 10 seconds, so it's not like you really need a movement.
It does help you get faster, but I was just curious why you would take Ignite. But that answers my question. Who else do we have here? Slaga? Alright,
Yep.
so hey, Grant,
What's
Slaga,
up?
how do you finally feel after finally getting the utility support and winning the game?
I mean, it is what it is.
How does it feel being hot and cool?
No, hot and bad like Slaga. No, he played it pretty well. Actually.
Oof.
Yeah, that first game was oof, man.
Yeah, that was a rough, but it wasn't necessarily all your fault either. Just there wasn't really big
Nah, it's never my
damage
fault.
coming up from Pac-Man as well, and just a lot of little mistakes that added up to just a lot of towers getting taken down. But you guys, Adam actually played really solid game 2 in my opinion, getting the 2 kills, and you got 7 minutes warrior enchantment. That was actually nuts.
Yeah, I've just been power playing Hecarim, like
In solo queue
constantly.
too?
Yeah,
Every
Hecarim's an
solo
insane
queue.
pick.
Yeah, I think I have something like a. Geez, I don't know. I think I said earlier in chat I won 26 games and lost 5 in the last week with Hecarim.
Dude,
And so-
PogChamp.
Weird flex, but okay.
That's insane win rate. That's like higher than 80%, I think.
The champ's like too strong right now. I don't really say that a lot about a lot of champs, but like right now he is the strongest jungler in the game, bar none.
He's pretty busted. He procs Conqueror super fast too, and just having that Conqueror as well as I guess you in your case getting the Ignite to get the early pressure is Hector's insane right now. That being said, so how was the your mindset change from game 1 to game 2? What was different about game 2 that made you guys pretty dominant overall?
I think that we actually executed a strategy. Like we realized that game 1 we weren't following calls like we were supposed to be, and we were making weird macro plays overall. Our bot lane was a little weird in general because while playing Tarek, my whole job was to completely peel for the 80 carry, but we made a couple mistakes down bot lane where we got caught out. We shouldn't have died, so we gave them an earlier, because the whole point of the Tarek pick was to neutralize Alex completely, and then that would eventually transfer into team fights. But we never properly got to set up a team fight. It seemed like we were always trying to get something to work, but whenever we did, we would always make odd decisions of when to fight and not be cohesive as a unit. In game 2, we switched that up and we're like, okay, we're going to play as a team, regardless of what the call is. We're just going to do it, and it worked out well.
That's really good. That's really good to hear. I did have another question. Okay, so game 2, something I saw was
Bless you.
there was a whole entire Baron dance that happened. What was the communication like during the Baron? Because you guys got on Baron off, on, off, like about 3 times in a row, which ultimately ended up you guys overstaying and just pretty much getting destroyed by Puppetry, who was coming back from respawn. What was the com like at the moment?
Literally or specifically?
I mean, however much you want.
The comms were literally very frantic. There was a lot of yelling happening,
Mhm.
a lot of go in, back off, like over and over again. And we were screaming the name of champions that we were trying to focus. And but in practice, Eric Fwesh is he and I have been playing a lot together recently, and so he and I are used to these kind of plays that we're doing where we play tug of war with the enemy team. And basically, the thing that was happening there was the entire time I had my ult in my back pocket. So we just kept on seeing if they were going to bite at going toward the Baron, and when they would, we would look for easy CC and pick somebody. And we were basically just using that entire time period to stack gold on ourselves because they kept on going back in for it. So it was really just kind of a good circumstance for us because no matter what, if they went to collapse, they were going to be down a member and they were going to get pony ulted on. So it wasn't like we were at risk or anything bad to happen to us, really.
Okay, cool. Chris, you got any questions for Flaga and Theatrics?
Actually, I think I am pretty good.
Okay. Do we have anyone in chat to ask a question? I don't think there is anyone. Let's go ahead and wrap this up.
Go to
It is
bed,
getting
Chris.
pretty late. Everyone's late. Chris, if you want to get off, I can just wrap this up.
No, I'm good. All right. So on behalf of me, Hansu, and Fling Panda, and on behalf of the entire PMALCS broadcasting team, thank you everyone for coming out tonight for OTP versus Paw Patrol. Series ended in an exciting 1-1, and we will see you guys next time for some more exciting PMALCS action.
Goodbye.
They'll know how we do it. They'll never get